Now, let's talk here about the chemists of Australia, because the chemists of Australia, or at least some of them, decided to blow up rather hard today in Parliament. Have a look at this. Now, apparently the Pharmacy Guild said, no, these guys aren't with us. No, these are just the people whose businesses are going to be screwed over by the decision to go from 30-day prescriptions to 60-day prescriptions. Now, here's how the politics works. There are more people that are customers than are pharmacists. But if you lose your local pharmacist because they go out of business because of this decision, or there's problems with the dispensing of these drugs because they're all made in China, well, you might actually notice, which is why these people were mighty PO'd today. Have a look.
The savings, the Leader of the Opposition.
Order.
I'd ask that security take care of these elements, because when we have had climate protesters, they have been removed.
Oh, Zali, please. Seriously. Remember, we've had the pharmacist who literally has served Albo in Marrickville and is a member of the Labor Party. I don't know if she was at that protest, but certainly is one of the ones screwed over by this decision. But again, upon the these people leaving. Now, look, if somebody said something abusive to staff, not okay, not going to support that stuff. If the worst that happened here was some people yelling from the public gallery, let's put this into some context. When it was climate protesters, and why did they get booted out? Because remember, Dale, some of them glued themselves to the public gallery. Some of them glued themselves to the walls of the Parliament. Some of them set fire to the prams out the front of Parliament. Oh, no. But now, guess what? The Canberra Columbos, who couldn't be asked having a look into Richard Marles, they're all going to be now about which members of the Liberal Party signed these evil, awful pharmacists into the country to blow up about what was happening with a government decision. Here was what the Speaker said.
I want to make it clear, as a presiding officer, I shall take action if there is any abuse towards security staff or indeed any staff in this building. And I shall review and indicate to the House if any action is required.
Oh, Steve, some angry chemists. Now, they've got every right to be annoyed. Albo thinks the politics works because there are more customers than there are chemists. But now you can imagine it, a week of those Canberra Columbos, which Liberal MP signed in the angry pharmacist from the Mornington Peninsula?
Well, what about Zali Stegall? I mean, what a pathetic contribution to the debate that was. We threw out people who were wearing rainbow T-shirts, but we're not going to throw out the people who got the white coats on. These are small business people who feel aggrieved. Should they have abused anyone who's a guard or a security person? No. But they've got every right to sit up there in the gallery. And look, did you see the look on the faces of the Labor MPs sitting behind Anthony Albanese when the chemists started shouting? You would have thought the world was coming to an end. They're all eyes out on stalks, terrified about what's going to happen next. Good on the chemists. They have a protest to have, and they have a voice that needs to be heard, and that's what's happened today.
Good on Pauline for going out and seeing them, by the way.